supercharger. If we go along for the whole trip, you can see here that it wants me to make stops in Fort Pierce, Daytona Beach, Brunswick, Georgia, St. George, South Carolina, Lumberton, North Carolina, Halifax, North Carolina, and the Woodbridge, Potomac Town Place before getting to Exton, Pennsylvania. So now I'm going to show you on a better route planner. It wants me to make 7 stops. They say it's generally a 17-hour, 44-minute drive, but with the stops for charging, it's going to be 20 hours and 11 minutes total. So I'm going to document each stop and where we're at, and I'm going to come over here and go to trips, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete and start trip B. Keep it honest. Alright, so we're just arriving to the supercharger at the Wawa in Vero Beach, and I'm arriving with 10%, and currently my trip information, I'm running about 295 watt-hours per mile. Let me get this thing charged up. So, a better route planner says 14 minutes of charging. We'll see how that is. Currently I'm at 10, and the the Tesla is saying 25 minutes remaining to continue trip. So we'll see where it goes. All right, it's 7:32 and I'm up to 66%. I'm gonna turn this off. I had time to walk around, get a little Lunchable. Yes, I am a man boy. And we'll keep going. So now our next, it says the next place we're going to is Daytona Beach. All right, it's 9:09 p.m. and I'm pulling into Daytona Beach. There's a Tesla supercharger here at this Target, and we're gonna go plug in and see what the estimated range is gonna be. It's 9:33 and I'm at 76% state of charge. So we've been here not too long. There's a Chick-fil-A down the road. I got one of those cool little chicken wraps. They're pretty good. I'm gonna go and unplug. There we go. So the next stop is gonna be in Brunswick, Georgia. And I'll be there at 11:57. It's 9:33 right now. All right, so it's 11:54 and I have 12% state of charge, and I'm at the Brunswick, Georgia supercharger. There's 24 stalls. It is no joke. This is the biggest I've ever seen, but I haven't seen that many. On the trip right now, remember I'm on trip B. We have done 349 miles. Total energy is 109 kilowatts. And my average per mile, watt hour per mile is 312. Go charge it up right now. Let's see how many charging slots all the way down. There's just one other dude right over there. All right, so we've been charged for about 23 minutes. We're at 73% state of charge, and our next stop is in 108 miles for about 12 minutes in Yemassee, South Carolina. All right, so it's 2:08 a.m. and we're in Walterboro, South Carolina. And let me see here. We're at 11% state of charge, and total trip right now is 484 miles. And we're in this little parking lot of little strip mall right here. Nothing special. All right, now we've been charging for 20 minutes. We started charging at 2:08 a.m. at 11%. At 2:18, 10 minutes into it, we were at 46%. And now 20 minutes totally into the charge at 228, we're at 70%. The route guidance has shown now that with this charge, I only have 4 more chargings to go to get to my destination in Pennsylvania. There's Florence, South Carolina, Smithfield, North Carolina, Petersburg, Virginia, and Smithfield, Virginia. So it's getting to be a point where it's almost like normal state sizes. There's only one state charging because Florida's so long. All right. And let me see. And that only cost me $15.20 to charge. Okay, it's 4:02 a.m. I am now at the Florence, South Carolina charger, about to charge. And after that, I have 2 more stops, one in Halifax, North Carolina, and one in Woodbridge, Virginia, Potomac Town Place. And then the gray spot right there is where I'm going in Pennsylvania. So let's go and charge the car. Another little strip mall here. Got a Burlington coat factory and a Five Below, and it's just a quiet little area. There's a Best Buy right there, and there's a Chick-fil-A and an IHOP here. Start charging. But I'm probably going to charge to 100% and take a nap, because now I'm down to 590 miles. It's starting to wear on me. I've been up 24 hours now. I got up right around 4:30 yesterday. So I'll make another update when I'm done charging. All right, so we've been here about 50 minutes. I didn't know this until now, I guess because I'm new to this. This is a supercharger, and it's a pretty big one. You can see there's about 15 or 16 chargers there, but it's not the fastest ones. It's 150 kilowatts. Everything I've been using so far is 250 kilowatts. So it's a little faster. This is a little slower. So I went from, coming in here to now. It took about 49 minutes. No big deal. I wanted that, so but I didn't know it was slow though, so no big deal. All right, so it's 9:01 a.m. I'm currently at a state of charge of 44%, and I'm making an unscheduled stop to use the bathroom. I usually have like the best bladder on earth, but you're drinking and eating in the road on the road trip. So I'm making an unscheduled stop. It's at a Tesla shop here in Benson, North Carolina, at a Hampton Inn. And I'm just gonna charge while I use the facilities and take a walk real quick. Not here really to charge, and just take advantage of the fact that it's here. And we'll see where we get back when I get done. All right, it's 9:17 and we're back up to 77% state of charge, and I'm gonna get going. All right, so it's 10:29 a.m. I have a 38% state of charge battery. I'm at the Halifax, North Carolina stop, saying I'm supposed to be here for 25 minutes, but like I said, the Tesla charges are a little bit more over averaged. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be here more than 16 minutes. Yeah, so it's been 11 minutes now. We started at 10:29, it's 10:40, and we went from 38% to 65%, as you can see right there. And I decided I'm just gonna cut it off early, because the trip is total 1,110 miles, and we're 800 miles to the dot into it right here. You see, we're 800 miles into it, 246 kilowatt hours used, and 308 watts per mile on average. So I'm thinking that I can just make a couple of 10-minute stops when I want. And you can see here, this last supercharging was $7.03 in Halifax, North Carolina. All right, so we're at the Glen Allen, Virginia supercharger. It's 12:09 p.m. and we've arrived with a 21% state of charge in the battery. And let's see where we're at in the trip. We're at 906 miles and an average watt hour of 305. Well, it's been 20 minutes since we pulled in at 12:09. It's now 12:29. We pulled in with a 21% state of charge in the battery, and now we're up to 68%. We have one more stop in Baltimore, Maryland, the South Caton Avenue, the charge before my final destination in Pennsylvania. And let's see the battery. And right now my current session for charging is 13:27. All right, so I'm at my final charging destination for my trip. It's 1:56 p.m., 43% state of charge. I'm at the King George, Virginia, Owens Drive, Tesla charging station at the Sheets. All right, it's 2:07 p.m. and we arrived here at 1:56. So we've been here for 11 minutes and we came here with a stated charge of 43%, and now we are at 68%, which the computer is saying is equal to 202 miles. Well, my destination in Pennsylvania on Waze and my Apple Maps says 170 to 173 miles. So I'm just going to cut it off here, just a quick 10-minute charge and see where we go. Right now, that's pretty much like 28 miles of leniency. So that's like 10% leniency, right, generally. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to cut it off early. Maybe this will be the last charge. There's charges on the way, and I can always, I can charge at my destination at home. So let's see how it works out. And let me see here so we can do everything, do the trip. 967 miles, watt hours 304 average. The house from here in Pennsylvania is 139 miles. 967 plus 139 is 1106. I've been telling you the whole time. The trip has been 1,110 miles to the dot. So that's 4 miles off. I just can't see it being any different. And like I said, now I'm still charging while I'm making this video. So it says 208 miles remaining. So, I mean, 208 miles of range, 210 now. And it's 173 miles away. So we've been charging here now since 1:56. So we've been here for 13 minutes. Maybe this is the last charge. Let's see. So I'm charging again because driving anywhere between 80 and possibly may or may not be driving 100 miles an hour when you're getting on the tail end of an 18-hour east coast of a continent drive and getting excited to see your friends and family. It's going to change things. I was in the plus side, and if I had driven probably 65 and under, would have been fine, but I'm at 9%, which comes out to be 27 miles. And you can see that says 41 miles. So yeah, 27 is not going to make it to 41. So I am here in York, PA, and I'm going to get charged up at the Leader Heights Road Sheets right there. So yeah, just a little tally up. Plus, when I left and started this trip, I left with 40%. So I was thinking, to be fair to everybody, you know, maybe I should charge up to 40% and include that time into it. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's York, PA, so no big deal. There's like 10 chargers here. It's getting to be the end of the day, so you know, people that are going to work are doing their thing. But I have to say, overall, since I know this is going to be my last charging station before I get to my destination, I'm very surprised at how convenient every one of these chargers have been. Maybe it's been good luck, or maybe that's just good planning on Tesla and their the partners that they've used, like Wawa and Sheets and different companies and malls and strip mall companies, locations that they use to have these convenient locations near like Chick-fil-A's and restaurants and malls and shopping centers to promote using the cars. I think they've done a really good job so far. Again, this is my first big trip. I used a supercharger a couple of times when I first got the car, because I didn't get a 30 amp installed for a while, and I usually only drive 30 miles a day. So the 110, 120 volt home regular outlet was fine for me. But then I started venturing out because my girlfriend lives a little bit farther away than my normal daily trip. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'll get down to the numbers and add that to the video. So yeah, now I'm at 40%. It's 5:09 p.m. And let's see some of the trip stuff right now while I got it. It's 1,106 miles. It was estimated 1,110. Right now, I am, let me see here. I'm 27 miles away from my target. So, you know, even if I'm 27 miles, let's just say 45%, it would be there in a couple minutes. So kind of calling it now at 5:10, and then plus my time driving. But it's not really about the time driving, because if I drive slow or you drive fast, yeah, if you drive fast, you're going to deplete your battery faster. I think this is a really good test because I drive really fast. And I was surprised. I just texted with my brother, and he was surprised I got here so fast, because he'd been curious about this test too. He's never had an EV. He's driven mine a couple of times, but the problem was that I thought that, and we both agreed that people will be driving slow to conserve fuel with the prices the way they are. I mean, where I'm at right now, 87 is $4.89, and diesel is $5.99 at a Sheetz gas station in York, Pennsylvania. So yeah, but you know what? I have to say, at my age, I'm in my 40s. I don't think I've ever people drove really fast. I mean, I kept up with traffic. I mean, I'd say my average speed was 77 to 79 the whole way. I wish I could do it that way, but let me see here. The current trip, you know, my average, the last 6,000 miles I've owned the car, 6,900 miles. It's been 292 watt hours. That's really just driving around like Jupiter, Florida, which is really laid back, and maybe a little bit on the highway to get down to West Palm Beach on I-95, but I'm not crushing it. But here it's not much more, and that was over a 1,106 mile range, you know, and 303 watt hours per mile. So yeah, once she gets up, and I drove really fast. I just would like to know what it would have been like if I was driving like 70. I'm sure it would be a lot different. And remember too, I pretty much keep my AC at like anywhere between 68 and 70, 71, and it's usually on anywhere between 4 and 6. So you have to take that into account. But like I said, I'll put all the numbers together, and I'll, you know, finish up everything, the totals, and I'll finish up the video right after this.